Yes?
Sorry to have to bug you, but they don't let people stay overnight anymore.
Oh, they don't? Okay. All right.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'll head out. Well, shit. Got the cops and everything. Damn, I was getting all cozy. There's nowhere to park in Asheville. God. Look at this. Man. That big RV had a generator running too. They were loud as heck. It's like, damn, you ain't blending in for nothing. I guess we're gonna have to go find somewhere else to be. Dang. Okay. Okay, hopefully I can spend the night here. The iOverlander says it's sketchy, like vandalism and crime, but it seems pretty quiet to me, knock on wood. So let's hope we can get a good night's rest here. Jeez Louise. Oh, good morning. My name is Mimi. I live in this van full time. I travel around going on adventures, making little videos about it. And today we are in Asheville. And if you noticed from the beginning of this video, I got the knock last night. I was camped about half a mile down that way at Walmart, and they definitely did not allow overnight parking. So now we are camped at an AMC. Obviously, it's very early. We're the only ones here, which is making me get up and move a little quicker so I can move. There's a Lowe's Hardware down there. I'm gonna go park. It's a shame because Asheville is not okay with overnight parking in a lot of places, and I understand why. Literally just this half a mile drive up here, I passed a couple, and it was like at midnight, quite a few, we'll call them zombies. You know what I mean? Like people that were a little disheveled. So I understand why, but it's also a shame because especially the area I'm at, it's like 90% parking lots. It's like one business and then huge. This even has parking lots out there all the way around the building. It's just completely full. But even in the reviews on iOverlander's little app I use to help me find places I can camp overnight or park overnight, even it said in the reviews for this one, it was like, it's pretty sketch. There was like gunshots and druggies out here and stuff. But fortunately last night, no issues. I was a little paranoid, but I fell asleep as I always do. I sleep so hard. But no, I've been van lifing for over a year now, and I definitely have experience in it. And I follow a certain code, and I think a lot of other full-time car camping people probably do, but and then there's a lot of people that don't, and it's often the big RVs with the older folks in it that kind of, they'll go park. There was one, I was thinking about it last night. I was at a Walmart somewhere out west. I can't remember exactly where it was, but I was parked over in the corner by myself. It was during the day, and all I know is I kept hearing all these loud like engines, and I look out and I'm completely surrounded by giant RVs. Like literally one had pulled up right up to the side of me, one had pulled up right up behind me, like I could see in their RV. And I was like, there's a whole parking lot. It was more people than this, but it was like, okay. So I moved a little bit, and when I looked over there a few minutes later, they had pulled out chairs and had like a cooler out. They were like hanging out in the parking lot, just chilling. And I'm like, well, this is gonna have no overnight parking signs pretty soon. They're gonna, because I would assume, you tell me if anybody does van life or car camping on here that watches this, but if you go, especially to a public business, you stay in your car unless you're going inside to patronize the business. You don't just literally set up camp like that. But I think that's probably on the lighter end of it. Probably other times it's people that are a little rough and maybe litter or solicit other, patrons. And I don't do any of that. So I don't get too mad when I'm asked to leave, because I understand, but it is a shame. I even went to the Cracker Barrel last night, and that's almost always a good spot to go to spend the night. They have RV parking and stuff. And this one had, if I remember, I'll take you out there so you can see it. I've only ever seen one Cracker Barrel that didn't allow overnight parking. That was in Denver. And they had like where it used to be. You could tell there was lines where they used to allow camping, but they said no more. But this one in Asheville, is the second one I've ever seen, and I've been all across America. Not every single Cracker Barrel, obviously, but this one had so many big signs that were like, no trespassing, no overnight parking, no soliciting. So it seems like it's a pretty big issue. I mean, I used to live in Asheville. The homeless, more drugs is a pretty big issue here. And I'm sure after Helene, it hasn't gotten better. So, yeah, I got the knock last night. I got kicked out. It was a bit of a struggle to find a place. I got friends here, so I'm sure I could just hit them up. But I don't want to stay in a driveway. I want to do the van lifey thing. And also, I don't want to take advantage of my friends' generosity. I'm sure they wouldn't mind, but still. But we're going to scooch on down to the Lowe's Hardware, and then I do have things planned today. We are going to have fun. We're going to do some cool stuff today. So stay tuned for a fun vlog. I just woke up. Okay, let's go. I mean, look at all this empty parking over here. I came here last night and almost parked next to these big old trucks, because since my van's unmarked, it can kind of blend in as like a work van or a cargo van. So I almost parked with them, but I was afraid they were going to come in first thing in the morning and, you know, go do the thing. But look, it's all this, it's like majority parking lots in this area. We're close to the river district. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Wow. Oh my God, look at that. Jeez Louise. It was on the train. That's the train track. Look at the train track all bent right there like that. That's wild. Yeah, I see someone car camping right there. I think they got like a little food driver, supply drive. Look at this. Whoa. Look at that. And that whole shopping mall is just busted out. Gosh, and they have little tiny homes for sale. Just park right here, I suppose. Yeah, there's another camper right there, but see the tiny homes over there they're selling. And last night, I went to Walmart, just not too far from here, and the entire refrigerated freezer section was completely blocked off. Like, I needed almond milk, and I was like, wait, is there like an entrance or something? And I looked, it had a wall, like a little makeshift wall, and I kind of leaned up to look over it, and everything was empty and turned off. So, I mean, it's been months, the better part of a year since Helene hit Asheville, and it's still just so devastated, especially like specifically right at the River Arch district. We're going to go to the downtown area later today probably, and it's not nearly as bad, but dang, it's just it's depressing. And honestly, if the plan was to camp on the Blue Ridge Parkway, because there's so many places along that you can camp. And I came out here last week or the week before just to visit real quick before I had to rush home. And I remember I was telling my friend, I was like, I'm looking for places, but I didn't even know, you know, that the Blue Ridge is completely blocked off. And I talked to a fella at my campsite a few days ago, and he was telling me that it's probably going to stay blocked off. But maybe forever. They may not be able to. I don't know where his sources are coming from. I hope they will be able. And then just last night I saw a video of someone biking on the what was left of the Blue Ridge Parkway, and it looks like there was a drought. There's no. I mean, I don't know when it was filmed. It could have been filmed in the winter, obviously, but there was no green. It was just not even limbs. It was just trunks and dirt, and it was just really depressing, because I grew up right next to all of this. I've been coming here to Asheville with my family. I have so many memories of coming here as a child and then as a young adult, and it's just crazy. I wish the government would do a little bit more to help, but maybe they're busy. Who knows? But yeah, I think I'm just gonna hang out here. I'm gonna go visit my friend in a couple of hours at her job, and then we'll probably hang out and do some fun stuff in Asheville. And the video is going to end way more positive than it started. So stay tuned. Okay. So I didn't realize I started looking at this over here, and I thought like maybe it was a relief thing for Hurricane Helene, which it kind of is. I Googled it. I asked the Googles what's going on. Today is the grand reopening of this Lowe's Hardware because it's been shut down since Hurricane Helene hit. And I was wondering why it's like so busy. I mean, it's a weekend, so I figure maybe people are hanging out at the Lowe's. But that little area over there, there's 30 different vendors and they're doing giveaways. It's like a whole little setup, like a little market type of vibe. So I had plans, but they just got canceled. So I'm gonna go check that out. Like, why not? And I gotta pee too, so let's go see what's going on. Let's go. Cool. Must be a keeper.
He signed some other state cards.
Cool. Just gonna do a lap first and then go check stuff out. Getting my steps in. Well, they were all closing up shop, and honestly, I didn't want to spend any money anyway. But I am getting hungry. I was going to eat at my friend's. She kind of works like a bar type of situation. I was going to get a charcuterie board, but she's not working today. So we're going to meet up later. And that doesn't change the fact that my tumor's still grumbling. So I'm on Tunnel Road, and I'm thinking, why not go to a restaurant I used to go to all the time? I used to go there with my family all the time. And not with my family too. It's a Papa's and Beer. It's a very I've only ever seen it in Western North Carolina. It's a Mexican restaurant, but I freaking love it. So let's go to Papa's and Beer and get some, probably not beer, but let's go. Let's freaking go. Oh my gosh, I'm remembering just like, I have so many memories in Asheville, and then some memories I don't remember, but here's the Mountaineer Inn. It looks like it's closed. Let's see. I never stayed there, but there is a hotel back here that I got kicked out of when I was in my early 20s. I don't even think I was 20 yet. But my girlfriend at the time, she was older, so I was using her, sorry Dad, if you're seeing this, I was using her cousin's ID so I could get into places, and we drove out here, and we got kicked out of that hotel and had to stay in that motel, and that is gross. I tried to get a job at that Red Lobster. I used to live here about a little over 10 years ago. But no, I didn't think we were being that bad at the hotel, but our neighbors were complaining because we were playing music, and it was a weekend, but I guess that wasn't okay, and they kicked us out, and we didn't have a choice. So it was the middle of the night too, so we went up to that motel and had to pay cash, and we didn't hardly have any money after that. Man, it was quite the experience at the time. But we're almost at Papa's and Beer. I need to get over. I used to go to Papa's and Beer. I worked down in a town called Fletcher, which is just a bit south of Asheville. I worked at a Ruby Tuesday down there, and that's why I was trying to get a job closer to town, because I lived here in the city. Here's Papa's and Beer. Oh yeah. Actually, this one and park. Oh man, this place is packed. I guess it is a Saturday. That's okay, we'll just sit at the bar. A whole flock of people here. Lord. Papa's indeed. Well, I'm remembering it differently. They used to have a salsa bar where you could get like all different types of salsa, but I think they probably did away with that after the pandemic. I haven't been here in years, but I take the bean dip. Heck yeah. I feel like such a dummy. There's the salsa bar. I'm already full now though. All right, I got plenty of leftovers. This will last me at least another day or two. But my buddy Hillary just messaged me and she is home now. So we gonna go hang out with Hillary. Hanging out with Hillary. I had one margarita. I'm in a mood and it's good. All right, let's hit the road. Okay, here is what's going on. I feel like poopy crap. I went to see Hillary and hung out with her and our friend Alex for a little while, and Hillary was definitely feeling the same way, super exhausted. So we hung out for about an hour, and I could tell she was dragging. So I was like, girl, get some rest, take a nap. She hadn't got a lot of sleep, and I was like, I'm pretty tired too. So I came over to the Asheville Mall and parked and fell asleep as well. And she just hit me up saying that she's struggling. I think we both need a day of rest, and we're gonna do some fun stuff tomorrow. So since the sun is setting, or has set actually, it's 8:30 now, I'm gonna go find another campsite. I think I know a place that'll allow overnight camping. They just had someone review it a few weeks ago that were there. It's right off the Blue Ridge Parkway, so I'm hoping we can get there because Google Maps says it's closed, the road is closed, but we gonna try anyway. So let's go see if we can find a safe place to hunker down for the night, because I'm just exhausted. And I actually posted something on TikTok about it recently. I don't understand why. I've just been feeling so like tired. I don't think I'm sick, knock on wood, but it definitely feels like just drained, you know. I'm still going to the gym, I'm still hiking, I'm doing all that, y'all know, and I have no energy. I'm really tired. So I'm gonna listen to my body and let her rest. So let's go to this campsite and hope we can get there, and I'll let you know, and we'll just try to have a fun filled day tomorrow instead. Where this GPS is taking me, because I can't take the Blue Ridge to get where I'm going. Where are you taking me? This is wrong. Oh my God, this is so much more difficult than I expected. No, we're doing right. Oh my God, so I can't get there. Look. How the heck do they have a review from just recently though? Confused.